Hi everyone, this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I'm a music teacher who talks about teacher tips, teacher life, teacherpreneurs, and all things that might hopefully make your life just a little bit easier. Today we're here to talk about making bundles on Teachers Pay Teachers, a subject that Tali is really interested in, which is why she's making an appearance. Is that right? Yeah. So if you enjoy this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share so that other people can find it as well. So today I'm wearing my No Touchy sweatshirt, which is a reference to Emperor's New Groove, if you don't know. And if you don't know, go watch it. It's so good. And I got it from Etsy. I just figured it was like the perfect sweatshirt for coronavirus time, which is when I'm filming this, in case you're wondering why I'm telling you that. Anyway, so I love bundles on Teachers Pay Teachers. Specifically, I love when people buy my bundles on Teachers Pay Teachers. So let's start from the beginning. What is a bundle? So basically a bundle is when you are in your Teachers Pay Teachers shop and you stick a bunch of resources together. So instead of people buying one heart matching game, they can buy 5 heart matching games. And normally you will put it on like a discount, so you can do like a percentage off or just a couple dollars off. And so they're getting a deal and you are selling something at a higher price point. So instead of all of your resources being $2 or $3 and you making, you know, $2 or $3 every time you sell something, you can now make like $10, $15, $20, some different amounts like that. So why would you want to have a bundle? Well, I mean, honestly, it comes down to ease for the consumer and more money for you. So instead of someone finding one treble clef activity, they can find 20 that will keep them content for like a whole year, and you get a lot more money from it. So bundles encourage people to spend a little bit more money and get a lot more in return. They also get more value because, again, you price it a little bit cheaper than you would if they had to purchase all this separately. Also, it's really helpful if you have anything in like a line or a set, because it makes it so that people can get everything in a set all at once and they don't have to go looking for everything in order to purchase them. So what are some things that you would bundle? So basically you would bundle anything that goes together in a normal way. So bundle, I mean, you could do as many bundles as you want. So in my shop, I teach elementary music. So I have bundles that are called things like recorder bundles with all of my recorder things. And then I have like recorder matching game bundles, which are just the matching games for recorders. That way there's, you know, you could get all the recorder stuff or you could get just the matching game stuff. And then I'll have, you know, matching game bundles where you can buy all of the matching games and things like that. So I do different bundles and I also do different price points. So some of my bundles, actually some of my best sellers for bundles, are between $15 and $30. That seems to be like the magic price as far as my shop at least is. When they get more than 30, 35, I have a lot less people buy them. So I have some bundles that are like $50 and it's like every resource for teaching quarter notes and eighth notes that I have. And those don't sell as well because they are a little bit more expensive, but when they do sell, it's really exciting. And we have to sell one bundle at $50 to equal 5 bundles at $10. So that's kind of like why you would do bundles and what you would bundle and how much you would pay for them. I am gonna show you how to make bundles, like step by step, how to actually do it. It's so easy, but I've gotten a couple questions about how you make bundles, so I wanted to address it. But before we get that far, I do want to address something called growing bundles. So growing bundles are a popular thing on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'm gonna tell you kind of like how most people use them and then how I use them. And so a growing bundle basically means you buy a bundle and it's gonna get bigger. Most people do growing bundles where they might do like 12 months of math centers. I don't know, I'm just making things up. And so you might sell the bundle and start selling it when you only have 3 months of stuff in it, but already price it for the 12 months, promising that each month you're gonna add the extra things in there. This is a really great way to make a little bit more money while you're still creating the resources. You get a little money up front and people get the promise of, you know, new stuff each month. I do growing bundles, but I don't do them that way because it just seems really stressful to be on a timeline for them. I know that sounds terrible, but my goal in my business is to make it as simple as possible and with as few time restraints as possible. Because I teach full-time and I sing in choirs and I do this and that, obviously not now because Corona, but I have a lot of things on my plate, and so I don't want to have to get things done by a certain date. So how I do my growing bundles, if you go check them out, is basically I just bundle things like I would. So for example, I have a lot of matching games. That's like a recurring thing, and I have different seasons and different holidays represented in my matching games. And I have bundles for, let's say, recorder matching games. And if I have 10 items and they're all $3, that would be regular price $30, and I might price it at, I don't know, 25. Okay, so you're getting $5 off. And so that is my normal bundle. And I advertise it as a growing bundle, but they're only paying for what they get. Then when I make my next product, I will add that product into the bundle, raise the price by $3. But if you already bought the bundle, then you get that for free. So that's how I do my growing bundles, because there's the more people buy them because there's the promise of like, oh, more stuff's gonna get added, but I don't have timelines to work by. It's just whenever I get them, I stick them in there, and if you happen to already have that bundle, then you get it for free. So there's a couple little points about bundles. Next up, I'm gonna show you how to actually make a bundle on Teachers Pay Teachers. Again, it is so easy, but I've gotten questions about it, so I'm gonna show you. One little caveat before we hop into the tutorial is that you cannot bundle Google Drive resources, at least as of when I'm making this video, April 2020. I don't know why you can't, but that's a thing. So what I have done is I put a bunch of my resources into one folder in Google Drive, and then I uploaded the folder as a product. So it doesn't show up as a bundle, but I do say it's a bundle, and you still get, you know, all of the stuff. It's just not like a bundle through Teachers Pay Teachers. It's more like a self-made bundle. So do bear that in mind, because I learned that the hard way. I was like, I'm gonna bundle all my stuff, and then I was like, oh, I can't. All right, so anyway, we're gonna hop right into the tutorial. All right, so today we're going to bundle up these Shamrock matching games. So I have the bass clef and whatever that first one was I showed you, I don't even know, and instruments of the orchestra, and I just have a whole bunch of Shamrock matching games. Obviously, because they're Shamrocks, this was a while ago, but still. So go to my resources, add new product, and then you're going to click bundle of resources all the way on the right. If you had a bundle prior to it being super easy to make bundles, then you will not use this for a new bundle or for an old bundle. It's only for new bundles, so that's why it has a little warning. You're gonna add your title and your description as per usual. Can we be honest? I usually write my description like once and then copy and paste it. Okay. So then you're gonna click all of your resources to include. If I like to do it this way, where I just type in like Shamrock or treble clef or whatever I'm looking for, it just makes life so much easier. Then it'll show you how much all of those together are, so that you can choose what price you're gonna do. I'm adding a cover, and then I'm adding just a couple pictures in the previews. This is how I do my previews, or my thumbnails now. I just think it's so much easier. You can also add a bonus file, so I do that sometimes, not always. Then down here it'll show you the list price, and then you can click a like percentage off, or you can just enter in a custom amount. I typically do a custom amount because I like for it to be like a nice even amount. Like that said $14. I don't like it when it's like $14.32. Personal preference. And then the same things that you normally pick, like the subjects and resource types and all that kind of stuff. So really not super difficult. It's just a little bit weird if you don't know what you're doing, you've never done it before.
So I just always go through and make sure everything is uploaded before I click the create button, and look, there you go. And it'll show up with the list price and the discount price over on the side, and then underneath it'll show all of the things in your bundle, which is amazing.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that that answered some of your questions. If you have any bundle questions, leave them down below. I don't think you will because it's pretty self-explanatory. If you have anything that you would like to see, any questions that you have, any videos you would like to have, tutorials, questions, anything, leave them down below. I would like all of the suggestions. In this really weird time, I'm having a hard time figuring out what to post. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and have a wonderful week. Are you gonna wave?